welcome back to Lovebug Tarot. So today I'm going to be doing a read about what is coming to you financially for the collective. So we did shuffle some of these, and I'll put timestamps and everything below. I'm going to give them a quick shuffle with some of the intentions of the collective to know more about what is coming in financially. And this is a newer deck. I'm still learning it. It's not quite a tarot deck. It's not quite an oracle deck. It is called the completely normal tarot. And it's not. A spoiler. But it is a very girthy deck. But it was a Kickstarter. Goodness. I think the beginning of 2024. Something along those lines. A while ago. It took about a year for the cards to come out. But, I mean, they're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous cards. So we're going to be using that today. And this deck is interesting because there's a lot of cards in here that can get a little spicy, a little heavy. But considering things happening, I know this is a timeless read, but when this read comes out at the moment, things are a little crazy, a little harrowing. And I feel a lot of us, myself included, are concerned about, financial stability. And just finances in general. So we're going to pull some oracle cards. I have some tea leaves and some tarot as well. So we're going to do that. And while I finish this up, a little bit of housekeeping. I did recently start a Buy Me a Coffee with a membership area where we're posting behind the scenes chats. I'm talking about the Celtic runes I'm learning, so some of the other decks. So some of it's educational, some of it's informative, some of it's just chatting, and a little bit of a rant one here or there. But that is a great way to help and support the channel. Okay, so these are going to go to the side while we get your oracle cards. Who wants to go first? I think these do. So Spirit, what is going on financially? What is coming in financially for our collective? Put that on top. All right, we're going to get these in a second. Ooh, okay. Clarity. Purification with the Snapdragon. And leadership. I love this because it's the broccoli of leadership. I love that a lot. So we also have some astrological symbols here. We have Virgo, Gemini, and Libra. So I get a feeling that there's going to be some clarity coming in for you. And it's going to help, I don't want to say narrow down, but with purification, I get the sense of like, things may have been kind of muddy, just like where things were going or like where your income was going to come from. You're going to be getting some clarity on that. And with two Gemini symbols here, I get the sense that you're going to see both sides. Or multiple sides, but things are going to be clearer of like, okay, if I do this, it'll go this way. If I do this, just the paths will seem a little clearer for you. I mean, these two are earth as well. So again, very grounded. Very grounded that. And Libra with the scales. Again, I'm getting a sense of like balance coming in. Virgo being very organized, and from being organized, you get that kind of clarification when things come in. Or you get organized. Some of us are just obsessively organized. I'm talking to myself for that. All right. So already, I'm freaking loving that. Because clarity would be great. I have, personally, it has been kind of like sifting through muddy waters. Like it's been pretty wild. If anybody is out there in the job market, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's all I could say. All right. I have to split this deck because it's like 200 cards. So I do have to split those up. Okay. So what do we have here? Sunrise. Awesome. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Absolutely. Like what we've been saying as far as like something coming and gaining clarity. Something, a fresh start, which is awesome. An exciting event with Gong. Okay. Okay, collective. Let's go. Bowl. Plenty of material things. All right. This is really exciting. Throne. A position of authority. And again, we have leadership here. And tankard. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Okay. If anybody has the tea leaf deck, it's 200 cards. And a good chunk of those cards are challenging, let's say. Like challenging energies. You have gotten a collective that all of my tarot goblins, and I say goblin with like the utmost love and affection. You've gotten such positive, beautiful cards. Material things, an exciting event, a fresh start, a position of authority with leadership. Like, I'm gonna get some more and a clarification. And this deck, the normal tarot, can get a little spicy. So we'll see what's going on. This might be kind of a challenge area. We'll find out. But you're definitely moving into, okay. Okay. I'm just trying to finish the thought. You're definitely moving into an incredible energy. And the phrase leading by example came into my mind. Okay, wow. I only wanted a couple, but all right, that's what we got. Let me find a space over here to put these. There you go. All right, the 4th of winter. Ooh, okay. The observatory. Again, this, like, the observatory gaining clarity. You know, the sky is full of, well, if you're up in an observatory and you've ever been up in the mountains or someplace where there's not a lot of ground light, of light pollution, the stars are just, it's massive. It's awe-inspiring. But trying to find, if you're used to being able to like pick out specific constellations, because there is so much ground light that it, you know, only the brightest stars kind of shine through, it's overwhelming because you're like, I don't know where anything is. So it could be gaining that clarity where you're in an observatory and you can focus in on that one point and be like, aha, I knocked my elbow into the table. Like, that's where I want to go. That's it. And the 4th of winter, we have these really stormy seas coming in. But in this case, it's hard to pick up these cards on this table. I get the sense with this card, this is what you're moving out of, because we have this open space here. The clouds are all around. The seas are really rough. This little boat is getting tossed and turned, but you're navigating out of this storm. So there's a wonderful sense, again, of like moving forward. Ooh, okay. We have the 8th of autumn and the traitor. Ooh. And I don't mean like an exchange of goods either. Like that is something you might be getting clarity about. You know, who is false and who is going to be true. That idea, because we're going to get some cards on this, but what is trying to come through? It's interesting because I get the feeling like this person, these two scenes kind of link for me because we have this curved archway and these doors here also have archways. You have this person coming down the 8th of autumn, you know, they're being introduced, they're coming down to a party. You know, if you're moving into the light. You're moving into a position of leadership, of authority, and with that comes power. And if you have, like, again, we have plenty of material things, like all the things that come from it, you can have people come out that don't have your best intentions in mind. They're there to get ahead for them, and you might just be a stepping stone or in the way. So we're going to get some clarification on that, because this is the only one so far, the Traitor, that's coming out and being like, we had the Fourth of Winter, but I feel like you're moving out of that energy. With the Traitor, I feel like that's kind of a warning. And again, all this is really positive. So I'm not overly concerned, but I get this sense that the card's universe spirit is coming through and being like, justice. And this justice card has like a light and shadow side too. You know, who's coming through with your intentions, like good intentions in mind? Yeah. So the Seven of Wands is like, you're gonna have to protect yourself. Spiritually, mentally, physically. Because this is your calling. The Judgment here. And the Empress. Wow. It's a calling that is very fruitful. And you have 3 majors, like, right off the bat. Dang. Dang. That's all I can say. And the Emperor. Okay. You have the Empress and the Emperor. Something very fruitful is coming in. Very stable with the Emperor here. This is your calling. This is something that you are passionate about. And I again, like, I feel like the cards didn't really dwell on this Traitor energy. It was more of a like, hey, heads up. You know, not everybody who greets you at the party, you know, has the best of intentions. So just protecting yourself at the same time is going to be important. We got 3 of Wands and the Tower. This is going to be a big change. But you're ready for it. This person is like ready to dive into the water and hit the waves. You know, they're prepared. They have their board. They're ready to go. And the Tower is, a lot of people might find the Tower scary, but the energy is like, it's change that comes no matter what. It's how we face that change, how we react to that change. That's what makes the difference. Do you take that heads up for people that might be a little shady, might be a little sketch? Do you protect yourself? Make sure you're protected, justice here, like legally. If there's something, you need to make sure is in place, good things start rolling in, that's great. But with justice, it could be like, also make sure everything's in writing. Make sure, if you have a contract, read over it. If you can get another set of eyes on it, whatever you need to do to like protect yourself, protect your peace, that is going to be important. But I don't know. With the lightning, and there's butterflies in this imagery. So again, this feeling of change, this little squirrel looking up like, what the heck is going on? Like something, I don't know, something coming out of the blue maybe. All right, so your reading is super straightforward. I don't really see anything of like, oh, I don't know about that card. Everything seems very straightforward. So could we get clarity on maybe timing? Timing can get tricky with the tarot, but let's see. Ooh, okay, 9 of Swords. I'm getting 2 things with this. The 9 of Swords could be September. This is a timeless read, but we are currently in August. September is next month. So if you're looking at this in the future, it could be in a month's time. But also with the 9 of Swords, I'm getting a sense of like, how do I phrase this? Things come when you're able to let go of the noise. I'm not sure if that makes sense. But like the mental noise, the doubts, the limiting self-beliefs, the negative self-talk, when you're able to let go of that, process it, tell it thank you for protecting you the way it did. Maybe it was necessary at one point, but say, like, I don't need it anymore, and let it go. You don't need it. You don't need it. Not anymore. You good. Three of Cups. Yeah. You're going to find your community, your real community. And we were talking about constellations earlier, and this is like the Dipper. I don't know if it's a Little Dipper or Big Dipper. But such a contrast to the Traitor here. You have these three people embracing each other. And I noticed that, like, here the Traitor has a knife behind their back, and they're standing alone. Here, these three figures are holding each other up. They have arms around each other. They're holding each other up, and they're protecting each other. They've got each other's back. And that's going to be the difference between those people who are there for you. I'm getting really emotional. So, yeah, either you are apart or you are going to find these people. That is beautiful. And the Two of Wands. Yeah. Looking to the future. Looking, and we got travel here with the little VW bug, which has a tiny little surfboard. Like, there's a VW bug or a bus. I think it's a bus. It's a car. It's a van. It's a vehicle, which it's one of those. But there's this little surfboard propped up against it in the picture. And the Three of Wands has the surfboard. And obviously Two of Wands, Three of Wands. But, you know, this is what's coming. And I feel like right now this is what you're looking at. You know, you're looking at a global stage. Maybe you have dreams of a global stage like that, which is beautiful. I love this. A position of authority. Like, maybe you're moving into something that has a global effect. I have the biggest grin, like, on my face right now, so I don't know who you are, but wow. Okay, yeah. The Nine of Swords to the Nine of Cups. You have two nines here. Very opposite energies. Going from, you know, this almost like dark cloud hanging over your head. This heavy energy of just exhaustion and mental fatigue to this bright, beautiful, shining light. And it's a wish card too. You have a treasure chest down here and just shining your light. Like, I don't know how much more I can gas you up. You have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So as far as finances go, you're moving in a wonderful direction. You are moving into an incredible place. You're going to get clarity. You're going to refine what's there. You're moving in. Yeah, again, like, your read is super, super clear. So I'm sending you the most love because this is freaking fantastic. And as a collective, like, we need this. I feel like we need this energy hands down right now because there's a lot going on in the world. And at the moment where this read goes out, maybe you're watching this in the future and you're like, what are they talking about? And I hope that is. I hope that is true. I hope that is true. You're watching this in the future and you're like, that is ridiculous. Nothing like that is going on. Cross fingers. All right, so this is your read. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out and listening. I'm really blown away by this. This is an incredible read. So I am sending you, again, so much love because this is a beautiful way forward. And you deserve it. Hands down, you deserve it. So thank you again. Please like, subscribe, the bell icon, all that fun stuff. It's very helpful. We're trying to build up the channel, so we're trying to do our own financial clarity thingy. But we'll get there. We'll all get there. We're getting there one step at a time. Again, I have a Buy Me a Coffee membership available as well. We're doing behind the scenes stuff, so I'm hoping to get some people over there and we can start having some fun. Definitely. Also with the membership, you get a link to the Discord as well as a little icon for Coffee Goblin. Because I figured I just use goblins for a lot of things and I love them. I think I don't know, I just like that imagery. And yeah, coffee goblins. I don't know. It makes sense in my brain. Anyways, if you made it this far, like, put what's your favorite coffee drink or tea. I'm not here to discriminate. Whatever is your favorite beverage, put it below. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Lots of love. And until next time, bye-bye.